Based on a true story, the 2002 production Chicago chronicles the lives of Beulah Annan and Belva Garnier, who were accused of murdering under the influence of drink and jazz. In 1924, Belva Garnier was a cabaret singer, accused of shooting her lover in her car, then leaving his body there with a bottle of gin and a gun. 1 month later, Beulah Annan was arrested for shooting and killing her lover in her house. There's no evidence that Annan and Garnier ever met outside of jail. In the production, the two women meet on Murder Arrest Row and become rivals in and out of Cook County Jail. Alcohol in the 1920s was not only legal but very dangerous. The illegal production and sale of liquor, also known as bootlegging, the proliferation of illegal drinking spots, and the accompanying rise in gang violence and other crimes led to waning support for prohibition by the end of the 1920s.
My sister Veronica and I had this double act, and my husband Charlie traveled around with us. Now, for the last number in our act, we did these 20 acrobatic tricks in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, splits, spread eagles, backflips, flip-flops, one right after the other. So this one night before the show, we're down at the Hotel Cicero. The three of us boozing, having a few laughs. And we run out of ice, so I go out to get some. I come back, open the door, and there's Veronica and Charlie doing number 17. The spread eagle. Well, I was in such a state of shock. I completely blacked out. I can't remember a thing. It wasn't until later, when I was washing the blood off my hands, I even knew they were dead.
In real life, twice divorced cabaret singer Belva Garnier, dubbed the most stylish woman on Murder Arrest Row by reporter Maureen Watkins, was accused of shooting her lover in her car. On March 12, 1924, a body was found slumped over the steering wheel of her car, her lover Walter Law. There was a bottle of gin and an automatic pistol on the floor of her car. The police found Garnier, 38, drunk in her apartment, her blood-stained clothes on the floor, and she said she couldn't remember what happened. 2 policemen testified they'd seen a woman get into the car and then heard gunshots.
Wake up, kiddo. You ain't never gonna have an act.
Says who?
Face it, Lexi. You're a 2-bit talent with skinny legs. I'm just a furniture salesman.
Yeah, but you got connections, you know? The guy down at the club.
There is no guy.
Yeah, that
It
night.
was the first time I set foot in that joint. I was collecting on a bet from the trombone player.
So you never told anyone about me?
Sugar, you were hot stuff. I would have said anything to get a piece of that.
And now? Now?
We had some laughs. Let's just leave it at that.
You can't do this to me.
You get off! Ah! You touch me again, I'll put your lights out.
Wait,
Your husband will be home soon. Why don't you wash yourself before you go hitting those sheets again?
you're a liar, Fred.
Yeah, so what?
You lied to me. You lied
That's
to
life,
me,
sweetheart.
son of a
That's
bitch.
life.
You're a son of a bitch.
In reality, 23, married laundry worker Beulah Annan, the prettiest woman on Murder Arrest Row, was accused of shooting her lover, co-worker Harry Kelstedt, on April 3, 1924. She first said Harry had broken into her home. Later, she admitted they were lovers and said she shot him after he told her he was through with her. Her story changed over time. According to the Tribune, she played hula loo, a foxtrot for hours watching him die, and then phoned her husband to claim she just killed a man who tried to make love to her. Her husband Albert, also called Al Annan, stuck by her as she confessed, then claimed the murder was self-defense.
Wait a minute. That don't figure out right. I couldn't be the father.
Well, forget about that now. My client needs your support.
You mean she needs a meal ticket? That's all I ever been, but this time she's gone too far.
What are you gonna do? Divorce her?
You're damn right! I'll divorce her! She probably won't even notice.
After their trials, Roxy Hart and Velma Kelly go on to Cher's stage, bringing the house down. In reality, Beulah Annan had no such happy ending. On May 25, 1924, she was found not guilty. The next day she announced she was leaving her husband and proceeded to marry 2 more men before her death from tuberculosis in 1928. Belva Garnier was a multiply divorce cabaret singer and society divorcee. On June 6, 1924, Garnier was acquitted. After a few years of a turbulent marriage with her on-again, off-again husband, William Garnier, she moved with him to Europe in 1930. Following his death in 1948, she moved back to Pasadena to live with her sister until she died of natural causes in 1965.